Yes, that's it! After all these years, I finally found the solution. Really? Don't you see? I found it! I found the key! I finally discovered the link between the human mind and computer logic processing algorithms. These discoveries are so important, Lewis. They will one day fundamentally change the way humans relate to and interact with technology. You can't begin to imagine the possibilities. Listen, Professor, do you know that person standing over there behind you? Where? There. What? He's gone. He was just there a minute ago. What about him? Well, he kept staring at you as you worked, then he made a call on his cell phone. He must have just left. Would you do me a favor? Would you walk with me out of the library, and if you see him, would you point him out to me? Okay. Do you see him anywhere? Wait. Over there, yeah. That's him over there. A friend of yours? No. I've never seen him before. Which way are you walking? Down 5th. So am I. Let's go. Mr. Wallace, do I know you? Get into the car. What car? There. Oh, no, it can't be. Heller. Move it. Nick, run! Idiot, don't let him get away. Lewis! What? Take my computer to Professor Arnold Bergman at MIT. He's an old friend and the only one I can trust. It's got all of my research on it. Tell him that I finally found the solution and that Robert Heller was here. Stop wasting time and go! Go! Get him! Ah! You shot him, you fool! I told you I needed him alive! I was just trying to staff him. Shut up, you idiot! Go get his computer.
Hello?
Hello, is Professor Bergman there?
Who's calling?
Is this Mrs. Bergman?
I'm his daughter.
My name is Louis Jameson, and I'm calling from New York.
Hold on a moment, I'll get him.
Hello, this is Professor Bergman. Yes, hello, Professor. It's about Nick Wallace. Oh, are you a friend of his? Kind of. I know him from the research library. Well, what is it? He's been shot. What? What happened? It's a long story. I can't get into details, but Robert Heller was waiting for him outside the library. Robert Heller? That's impossible. Listen, Professor Wallace gave me his laptop. He wanted me to deliver it to you personally. His laptop? He told me to tell you that he finally found the solution. Really? Listen to me. I want you to take the next plane to Boston. Do you understand? I live at 124 Chestnut Lane in Cambridge. Shouldn't we call the police or something first? We'll call them from here after you arrive. You have no idea how important that laptop is, and I don't want anything to happen to it. Just get here as fast as you can. Oh no! What's wrong? It's Heller's men. They must have got my name from the library. I'll see you later. Be careful. LaGuardia Airport, please.
Yes?
My name is Jameson. Louis Jameson.
I'm Julie. My father has been expecting you. Daddy? Louis Jameson is here.
Thank you for coming, Mr. Jameson. Please, call me Louis. Very well, Louis. Sit down. So, tell me what happened. Mr. Wallace was one of my professors at NYU a few years ago. I met him at the library today. He was very excited. Why? He said that he just discovered the key to 20 years of research. Go on. I noticed the suspicious-looking guy spying on the professor. When we left the library, he was waiting for us. He pulled out a gun and told Mr. Wallace to get into a car. But Mr. Wallace seemed to be in another world after seeing Robert Heller sitting in the back seat. Heller. I could imagine. Then he told me to bring his notebook back to you. As I ran away, I heard a shot and saw Professor Wallace fall. Oh, my poor old friend. What a tragedy. May I have the computer? Now, let's see what Nick was up to in his final days. Very interesting. Brilliant. Simply brilliant. I can't believe it. He's done it. He's finally, actually done it. It's incredible. This notebook contains the secrets of cognitive nonlinear synaptic micron conduits. Yeah? Using this theory, it is conceivable to construct a direct interface between neural pathways and computer multiprocessing. Interface? How can I explain? Recently, computers have gotten much more powerful. They've also been getting smaller and more portable. In spite of this trend towards miniaturization, however, we humans still use them externally, calling upon them only indirectly as we need them. Do you follow? Sort of. Now, consider the brain, an amazing and complex mass of neurons, memory storage cells, reasoning and logic centers, oral and visual systems, not unlike a computer, wouldn't you agree? I suppose. Now, imagine if we discovered a way to monitor and decode the brain's own internal electrochemical impulses and brainwaves, and use them to directly control a computer. If we understood how to tap into the brain's natural inner processes, we can design a computer that understands its language. Interaction between the two would become instantaneous and completely transparent. Amazing. The implications are staggering. Most importantly, computers will cease to be external machines which exist around us, and would actually begin to internally expand our minds and consciousness, becoming, in effect, veritable extensions of our own brains. What do you mean? This technology, plus the implanting of nanotechnology in organic tissue, would bring about a quantum leap in the evolution of our consciousness. Vast quantities of knowledge and information could be instantly downloaded to your intellect, and be immediately accessible to it without wasting countless years learning complex minutiae in schools and universities. Are you saying that someone could become some kind of supermind? Yes, and you wouldn't even have to learn how to use a computer. It would just come to you naturally. This is unbelievable. Yes, this theory has the potential to do great things for mankind, or bring about great devastation. Who else knows about this? No one. For the past 20 years, Nick worked alone and in secret. Nick knew the awesome power of the theory and sought to keep it secret until his work was finished. I was the only other person he confided in. What a shock it must have been to see Robert Heller after all these years. Who is Robert Heller? Both Nick and I met Robert Heller about 20 years ago. Nick and I had just been hired to work at a well-known research center. The three of us had the good fortune to work under one of the most brilliant scientific minds of the time, Dr. Lawrence Mannheim, who was attracting considerable attention in the scientific community through his breakthrough research on brainwave patterns and artificial intelligence. By looking at the chart, we can see that the synapses are most likely to be fired here and there as correctly predicted by the program. That's fascinating, Mr. Mannheim. Yes, it seems to follow a specific set of laws. If we could only discover what they are, as well as the necessary voltages and chemical constituents, we could then proceed with a data control set. But that's enough for today. We'll continue on Monday. Have a nice weekend, Mr. Mannheim. Tragically and suddenly, however, Lawrence Mannheim was killed in a car accident about 1 year later. After the funeral, the three of us collected all of Mannheim's research and decided we would try to further his work ourselves. This was incredible. It's all so much deeper than I ever even imagined.
He seems to be saying that thoughts might someday be used to control software. Mind machines.
One night, Nick and I were working late. I came across an important discovery and ran into Nick's office to show him. Hey, Nick, look at this. This is important. Has Robert seen it yet? No, not yet. He already left. I think you should see it. Let's stop by his place. You know, Arnold, I hadn't realized how late it was. It's a little late. Maybe we should have called first to say we were coming. Maybe. I wouldn't worry about it. You know that Robert lives with his father? I know. I wonder what time he goes to bed. Who? His father. Who knows? Stop worrying about it. It's not that late.
Find them! Our current subject is about to expire, and they need a new one immediately!
Do you hear that? Sounds like someone's screaming. Look over there.
They are running out of time!
Damn it! What do you mean you couldn't find any? I looked all over, Father. You didn't look hard enough. There are no shortages of prostitutes, drunks, or runaways if you know where to find them. Yes, Father, I will go back out and find someone. I'll go with you and see that you don't fail again. I promise, Father, I won't fail this time. I said I was coming. I'll also keep an eye open for the police. But what about the current subject down in the lab? She's of no use anymore. Anyway, do you expect her to get up and walk out of here in her condition? Come on, we're wasting time.
What was all that about? I don't know, but I didn't like the sound of it. Why did Mr. Heller say he would go along to keep an eye open for the police? Strange. Very strange. It sounded like someone is trapped downstairs. Yes, down in the lab. Let's go inside. We can't just break into someone's house, Nick. I know, but I have a feeling those two are up to something no good. Yes, but still, it's none of our business. Besides, all the doors are probably locked. Somebody might be in danger down there, plus we can get in through the window. Why don't we just call the police? Because what if we're wrong? I say you and I take a quick look first, and if we find anything suspicious, then we call. Otherwise, we'll just forget about it. Fine, if you insist. Let's find the basement. He said the lab was downstairs, remember? Hello? Is anyone down here? I can't see a blasted thing.
Wait, I think I found a light. What the hell is all this stuff?
Nick.
Oh my God! Wait a minute.
Why are you stopping?
Because I just realized something.
What?
Now that I think of it, I believe that was Nick Wallace's car back there parked across the street from our house.
What happened after that? We rushed the woman to the hospital, but she died on the way. The autopsy revealed that her brain had been badly mutilated and burned in some sort of bizarre experiment while she was still alive. How she must have suffered. Death must have come as a welcome relief. Who was she? She was identified as Dee Williams, a woman of the night, a streetwalker, if you will. A sad end to a sad life. Did you go to the police? Of course. They informed us that she had been only the latest of a series of missing persons unaccounted for. A series? Yes. Misfits, prostitutes, drug addicts, people on the fringes and outskirts of society had mysteriously been disappearing. However, the police had not yet made a connection between the various cases.
Were they arrested?
No. Somehow they must have found out that night, and they disappeared without a trace. The police and the FBI searched for them for years, but somehow they managed to escape, possibly fleeing the country.
Wow. They were never found?
No. Nick moved to New York and continued to work on the theory independently. We remained close friends, and I was the only other person he confided in and understood what he was trying to do.
What do we do now, Daddy?
We need to assemble some of the greatest scientific minds and begin a discussion on how to responsibly proceed with the algorithms contained in this computer.
That won't be necessary. I will be taking the laptop.
Robert Heller, how did you get in here?
I used the front door. Rudy here has an exceptional talent with locks. Happy to see me after all these years.
You're on private property. Leave or I'll call the police.
Must you insist on making this difficult, Arnold? Perhaps you'll find these slightly more persuasive.
Daddy, no!
I'm sorry, baby. I have no other choice.
Thank you. I knew you'd see it my way.
You murdered Nick, you bastard.
It was an accident.
Do you expect me to believe that?
Why would I kill him? He was much more valuable to me alive.
Why? What are you after?
We'll have plenty of time to talk about that later. Get up, we're leaving.
What?
You're coming with us, all of you.
What do you want with us?
I need your help, Arnold. Now that Nick is dead, you're the only other one familiar enough with Nick's work.
Familiar enough to do what?
You'll see. Let's go.
If it's me you want, then I'll go, but leave the girl and the young man behind.
Sorry, Arnold. Your daughter comes too.
Why?
As insurance.
Insurance against what?
In case you become uncooperative.
You dirty blackmailer.
As for the young man, I'll decide what to do with him later. Now get up.
Looks like we're taking a little trip.
Evidently.
Hey, where are we headed, fellas?
Keep quiet, you'll find out when we get there. Hello, Arnold.
Why have you kidnapped us?
Come now, Arnold. Kidnapped is a rather harsh word, wouldn't you say? Think of it like I'm employing you. Yes, that's it, an employment, isn't it, boys? Yeah, boss, you're employing them to work for you. I need you to implement Nick's algorithms. No one knows Nick's work as intimately as you do, and unfortunately, he is no longer an option.
Because you killed him. Like you killed all those people 20 years ago.
Those people were necessary for my father's experiments. He required living human brains. There was no other choice.
What right do you think you have to deprive those people of their lives?
They were subhuman. Every one of them. Two-bit hookers, illegal aliens.
Damn it, I don't care who those people were. You can't just haul someone in off the streets and pick apart their brains. Maybe that's how it worked in Nazi Germany, but not in the United States. What are you trying to achieve that you so desperately want Nick's algorithms?
To finish building a hybrid cognitive neural processor just as Nick, indeed all of us, dreamed of doing.
A cognitive neural processor? And you expect me to help you implement his algorithms in your system?
Bingo!
You're crazy if you think I'll help you.
Have I mentioned what dainty little feet your daughter has?
What are you talking about?
I wonder how many of her toes I'd need to cut off before you started feeling a little bit more cooperative.
You bastard!
Temper, Arnold. Temper. I only asked a question, that's all. Why don't you relax? It's going to be a long flight.
Where are we?
From the look of the plants, I'd say somewhere in a tropical South American jungle. A grass hut? Your headquarters are in a grass hut.
Shut up and move.
Welcome to my world. I trust that the trip through the jungle was not too strenuous.
Yeah, it couldn't have been more pleasant.
Now then, there's something I'd like to show you. Holy cow. Look at all this stuff.
My word.
It has taken me years to build. What is it? A cognitive neural processor, the first one ever made. Almost completely functional, except that the software lacks a few crucial algorithms, which is why I brought you here, Arnold.
So this is it.
Lars here will assist you. He's completely familiar with the entire system, hardware and software, and will be able to answer any questions.
And whose mind you propose will be the one to control it?
A very good question, Arnold.
What the hell?
It's a brain.
Is it Einstein's brain? No, it's father's.
What? Are you saying that brain once belonged to your father?
He was one of the greatest scientists that ever lived, completely dedicated to his work. He was misunderstood, attacked, and ridiculed. His contemporaries dismissed his work and labeled him a crackpot when they should have granted him the Nobel Prize. But we'll show them, won't we, Father? We'll show the world what Karl Heller is made of. You see, Arnold, Father's brain will control the processor.
You need a living brain to control the system.
Father is not dead.
What do you mean it's not dead? It's just a severed brain.
Now you begin to grasp the genius of my father. He had discovered a way to rescue his brain from the rest of his dying body.
Are you telling me that brain in there is alive and conscious?
Father's brain is definitely alive. We can tell by its vital signs. But we have no way to tell what he's thinking about. It has been 15 years since my father's brain was removed and put in here. 15 long years of not being able to see anything or anyone. 15 years without having anyone to talk to or hearing anyone's voice, without receiving a bit of news or reading a page of information. Can you imagine how desperately lonely he must be? It would drive me crazy.
Assuming he's not brain dead.
That we'll find out soon enough. Arnold, you'll be taken to your room. Lock the other two up in their cell.
I don't suppose we can call up for room service.
Do you think they'll ever let us out of here?
I don't know.
Good morning, Arnold. I hope you slept adequately. You remember Lars, your assistant?
Where's my daughter?
As I've already said, her well-being is completely dependent on your cooperation. Now enough of this talk, time to work.
Food.
Great. Hey, can I see a menu?
What's in there?
Some stale bread and dry cheese.
I'm scared.
Hey, don't cry. Pretend we're in a movie, one with a happy ending.
But not all movies have happy endings.
Well, a lot of them do.
No, the function should call the parent class method, not the subclass. Okay. Now, pass the function the three arguments, the state in both upper and lower bounds, and store the result in the global variable. Wouldn't you rather store it directly in the class? No. Let's try it this way. Lars, how is it that you've gotten mixed up in all of this business? What do you mean, Mr. Bergman? How is it that you've allowed yourself to become involved with someone like Heller? Mr. Heller was a great scientist whose radical ideas were never understood by his contemporaries. Hogwash! Don't tell me you actually believe that. Tell me, Lars, where are you from? I'm from here. I'm not talking about now. I mean, where are you from originally? Texas, Pittsburgh, New Orleans? Originally? Yes. Where did you grow up? Where did you spend your childhood? Childhood? Yes, your childhood. What is it with you? I told you, Mr. Bergman, I'm from here.
Why aren't you working? Don't you remember the rules? No talking about anything but the work.
Yes, sir. I'm ready to continue, Mr. Bergman.
How many days has it been?
6, I think. Wait a second. Whoa! Could this be what I think it is? It is. Why didn't I see this before?
What is it?
Condodendron tomentosum.
Condo what?
This plant has been used for hundreds of years by the native South American Indians to make a powerful poison to coat the tips of their arrows and spears. I study plants.
Are you sure about this?
It's our only option at this point. There, that should be enough. Pass me the water. Now we'll just cover it up and put it here in the corner for a couple of days and wait.
Admiring the view, Arnold?
I'm just taking a little break, if that's all right with you. You know how difficult it is and how hard we've been working.
By all means, as long as it remains a little break. Do not forget, you promised me everything would be ready tomorrow.
That's right. It'll be ready tomorrow. We're on schedule.
Excellent, Arnold. Excellent.
I think it's ready.
Are you sure?
Looks good to me. All we need now is a sharp, pointy object.
What about one of my bracelets?
Good idea. There. Nice and sharp. Now we need some kind of a base or handle.
Wait, I think I see something. Impressive.
Store all of those routines in high memory.
How's it going?
We're on schedule to finish tonight.
Good news. Then tomorrow we shall test it. Just think, tomorrow Father shall be among us once more.
What about my daughter? When will you set her free?
Both you and your daughter will be released when your work is finished.
And the young man?
As well.
How do I know you're telling me the truth?
I suppose you'll just have to trust me, Arnold. You really don't seem to have any other choice.
And what if it turns out your father is brain dead when the system's turned on? That's not my fault. You can't blame me for that.
Why don't we all just keep our fingers crossed and hope that's not the case, shall we?
Is that enough?
It should be. I think the Indians only used a few drops. Now listen, here's the plan. Tomorrow, when Gus brings us our food, you distract him while I stick him with this real good. If this stuff works as well as I hope it does, he should collapse in under a minute.
What if it doesn't work?
Well, he'll probably kill me. Listen, we've got to take the chance. There's no other way. Whether or not your father succeeds in bringing that brain back to life, they'll never let us out of here alive. We know too much about them. Anyway, Gus will only kill me, not you. Heller still needs you to manipulate your father.
doing in here now?
I just realized there was one last detail I needed to tend to.
Get back to bed. Boss said no working alone. So, Arnold, today is the day. What time do you predict the system will be ready to go online?
I'm just running a system-wide diagnostic test, so everything should be ready by about 11 o'clock.
I must admit I was worried by the loss of Nick, but you have served me well in his place.
But what about my daughter?
Yes, Arnold. Like I said, as soon as the system checks out, both of you will be set free. Now, be ready in the machine room at 2 o'clock to turn on the system.
Why at 2? The diagnostics will be finished at 11.
In order to allow time for my guests to arrive.
Your guests?
Yes, those who supported my father and invested in his work. Men who understood his vision and were undeterred by sentimental notions in the pursuit of progress.
You mean other cold-hearted, unscrupulous...
That's enough! 2 o'clock in the machine room. Be there. Listen. That must be him coming. Get ready.
Food.
I'll get it.
Here.
Wait, I think you must have made some kind of mistake.
What?
There's nothing but a pair of old dirty socks in here.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I assure you she's telling the truth. Have a look yourself.
Give me that. Hey, I don't see any socks in here.
Maybe I can point it out to you.
What the hell is this? Did you think you could kill me with this? Answer me, punk.
It's not working.
I'll show you.
Gus, be nice.
No one stabs me unless they tell about it.
Gus, I beg you, please don't shoot him.
Move, unless you want to die too.
I can't bear to look.
Hey, what's going on? I can't move.
Julie, I think it's working.
Look.
Yes! And so, my dear friends, without your kind and generous support throughout the years, this great day in human progress would never have arrived. It is thanks to you that the neural processor has been built, and my father will see, hear, talk, and think again.
Can you see my father?
Yeah, he looks tired and weary. Otherwise, he seems to be okay. And to repay you for your loyal friendship, you shall all be granted access to my father's accelerated cognition for your respective corporate and technological interests. Today, we shall turn on the neural processor for the first time. With luck on our side, Father will be with us once again, and we shall all welcome him back together. Lars, prepare to initiate the startup sequence. Father? Father, can you hear me? Father, it's me, Bobby. We've finally linked you to the neural processor. Father, answer me.
It's Bobby!
It's a failure. All that money wasted.
Papa! Papa! It's brain dead, just as your father said.
Bobby! Is that you?
Papa!
I'm seeing?
Yes, Father. Your mind is connected to the neural processor.
I'm hearing again?
Yes, Father. Seeing, hearing, everything. Oh, Father, I was afraid it was too late.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Father. Yes, I can. He's alive?
Oh, what joy to speak with you, to see faces again. I was lost for so long in a world of darkness.
I know, Father, I know.
How can you know? The loneliness and boredom, the constant anxiety, wondering whether I would ever be released from oblivion without ever one shred of hope to cling to. How I wished I were dead.
No, Father. I told you I would never stop trying.
How long has it been?
15 years, Father.
15 years.
But now it's over, Father. Put it behind you. We can now continue just as before.
Everything is in place. What about our plan?
Yes, Father. Everything is operational. We can discuss our plans later.
Who are these people?
These are our honored guests and sponsors. Without their assistance, it would have been impossible to build the processor.
Hello, gentlemen. On behalf of my son and I'd like to express a heartfelt thank you to all of you. But then again, I suppose that's a little hard to do, considering I don't have a heart. You get it? I'm just a brain here, you see? It's just like jelly in a bowl. That's it.
Mr. Heller, if I may, I'd like to take this opportunity to personally welcome you to the 21st century. Our organization looks forward to working with you in the future and, of course, wish you continued success with your own research plans, whatever they may be.
And you are?
Bill Ruthers, Biocor Pharmaceutical Corporation.
We at Oakley and Hepner Media Group would also like to welcome you back and look forward to a long and prosperous relationship together.
Thank you, gentlemen. I'm sure our relationship will be mutually beneficial.
Now, Father, I suggest we test the advanced cognition algorithms.
Very well. How shall we proceed?
We'll begin with something simple, such as data recall. Please answer the following question. How many windows are on the Empire State Building?
How would I know?
Just try to answer the question, Father.
Very well. Let's see now. 6,195.
Correct!
Amazing.
I'm amazed how transparently it works.
Your intellect has direct access to thousands of terabytes of all kinds of data. Everything from historical data to technical information, books, equations, stock symbols, languages.
You've served me well, son.
Thank you, Father. Now, try to solve the following problem. What is the exact amount of liquid hydrogen required to launch a 5-ton missile from the island of Onali into orbit and have it descend on Washington, D.C.?
Well, I'm not a physicist, but I'll try. Yes, I see. This is unbelievable. I've never experienced anything like this. I would never have imagined pure thought on this level would ever be even possible. 1,764 pounds.
Precisely!
What power, what godlike powers of thought I possess.
It must be beautiful, Father.
You have no idea. Now, nothing stands in our way in the accomplishment of our goals.
Hey! Oh no, they saw me. There's an intruder! Get him! Try to get away and escape into the jungle. See if you can get to a village or something. I'm gonna try and hold them off here. You're the only one who might have a chance to get help. Run!
dodge it with that.
Be careful, you fools.
Drop the gun.
Get off me!
Drop the gun, or else she dies.
Damn it! Do you know how close we just came to losing everything?
Thankfully, none of his bullets hit the central processor.
Who are these people?
Oh, just a few malcontents, that's all. Rest assured, everyone, there are no more of them. We shall not be interrupted again.
What about our deal, Heller? You got what you wanted, now let us go.
Please, Arnold, not in front of my guests.
But we had a deal.
Let's just say I changed my mind.
Why, you lying, two-faced, dirty, rotten...
Come now, Arnold, did you really think that I would let you go with everything that you know about us?
But we made
I know we made a deal. Rudy, take them downstairs and lock them up. We'll figure out how to dispose of them later. Help us! Don't let them do this. Do something. What is with you people?
Laws, help! They brainwashed you. Your real name is Stuart Martin. Remember Briarcliff College? You are a computer science major. Try to remember.
Stop him! Don't listen to him, Lars. He's just trying to confuse you.
No, Laws, I'm telling the truth. They've erased your memories. Didn't you ever wonder what those scars were on the side of your head?
Take them.
Try to remember. You lived on Kimberly Street. They kidnapped you in front of your house.
Shut up or I'll shoot.
Never mind him, Lars. It's just a desperate attempt to ruin all that we've worked so hard for.
Briarcliff? Kimberly Street? Beth?
What's he saying?
The computer lab. Mom. Dad.
Lars?
I can remember.
He's regressing.
How can that be possible?
Through intense memory cues, it is possible, you idiot!
You stole my life!
No, I've waited too long. Don't end it now!
Father, no! Ooh. Oh no! We waited so damn long! Oh, Father! Oh no! Daddy!
He's getting away!
Julie, you stay here and hold these people. I'll go get Heller. You should pay more attention where you're walking, Mr. Jameson. Ah, man. Thank you for the gun. Yeah, whatever. Why I didn't kill you before, I'll never know. You better watch out. There's a snake behind you, and it's poisonous. Do you really expect me to believe that? Don't believe me, it's your life. That's just what you want, isn't it? For me to look behind me for a moment so you can try to rush me for the gun. Very clever. I'm telling you, man, there's a snake behind you. Say goodbye, Mr. Jameson. Say goodbye. If I were you, I wouldn't kill me. And why is that?
Because I know how to treat snake bites. That snake will strike you any moment now. If you kill me, you will die in seconds. If you let me live, you have a chance of surviving.
I don't believe you. Oh!
Told you.
Help me!
Give me the gun.
No!
That snake happens to be the highly venomous fer de lance, one of the deadliest snakes in the world. I figure you have about another 30 seconds before the poison spreads too much and it will be too late for me to do anything. Give me the gun.
Okay. Here. Now do what it is you need to do. Hurry!
No.
What? We had a deal.
Deal. Look who's talking.
Please, I beg of you, don't let me die.
Anyway, I lied. That snake bite is as harmless as a pinprick.
What?
You should read up a little more on common tropical snakes. The only treatment you'll need for that snake bite is a Band-Aid.
Why, you lying?
Now move. And so we marched him through the jungle until we encountered some friendly native Indians who showed us how to get to the nearest village that had a phone in it.
Incredible, Mr. Jameson. And so the mystery of the whereabouts of Robert and Carl Heller has finally been solved. In addition, the highly advanced computer known as a cognitive neural processor, or mind machine, has been completely destroyed. Back to you in the studio, Jim. Is it true that the Hellers had ties to certain unscrupulous corporations here in the United States? And several overseas as well. It turns out that certain large corporate interests had been supporting them over the years. In return, the Hellers promised them access to the mind machine for their own self-serving interests. They've been identified and are currently under investigation. Incredible story. Thanks, Phil. In other news, a large storm threatens to wreak havoc on the eastern coast of Florida.
What's going to happen to Robert Heller?
Alive, at least. That's what I heard.
There's just one question, Professor. How did you know about Lars?
After speaking with Lars, I realized that there was more to his story than was on the surface, and that perhaps he had suffered some cruel injustice. He seemed to have no memory of anything prior to 15 years ago.
His memory must have been tampered with.
Yes.
But how did you find out his real identity?
The brain records every experience in vivid detail and stores it away in your subconscious mind. While I was working on the processor, I came across a program Nick wrote that could search through a brain's own subconsciousness for a particular memory or event that took place. One night I snuck into the machine room and used the program to find out about Lars. I found out that about 15 years ago the Hellers kidnapped him and reprogrammed his mind through the use of Mr. Heller's bizarre electrosurgical techniques.
Poor guy. An otherwise decent guy.
Yes, a real pity. Well, kids, I'm going to bed early.
Good night, Daddy. We're going to the movies tonight.
Really? Which one?
One with a happy ending, I hope.